Hey, Ogun Moye. Cowboy, it's time for the midweek recharge with Iya Funlayo and Iyalode Yeyefini. We are charged up today. Ose Ogun Day. Arere. Ogun's bringing the Ire through for us today. Hey, Tane. Hey, Lakara, Tashia, Milan. Give thanks, Alafiani, Hassana. Blessings. Hey, Ianifa, Alafiani, Rosalind, Alafiani. Hey, Ire Bobo. Hey, House of Maliko. Blessings to the family. Arere o. Ire Bobo. Logu ae. Ogu wanile. Agbe walona. Ire Bobo. Logu ae. Hey, Ogun has us fired up today. Mula. Deborah. Celeste, blessings. I do well. Give thanks, Muffin and Cabo, Kamara. Thank you, Tanae. Yay, about to get the shoulders going. It's springtime. Ogumo, yeah. Hey, Empress. Give thanks. And Cabo, Arid. Alafia, blessings to your interview. It's already victorious. Give thanks, brother Ifambemiga. Ekabo. Anna Omboato. Hey. Ogunde. Hello. Blessings to you, Ekabo. It's time to recharge. Hey. Logunwaye. Hey, Ariana, yes, revives. Ogun does it all. He clears the path. He brings the blessings. Daughter of Cholawenge, blessings. Yes, so. Ekaro, Diana, hey. Much love, Moyin. Hey, Tam, Kiana, blessings. Karen. Hey, Ogunde, Arere, Jess, blessings, Shaya. Hey, give thanks, Alafiani, Danielle, superstar Akeko at the Communiversity, blessings. Hey, give thanks, Sinka. Lakira, blessings. Odochi, blessings. Glad to have you with us. Give thanks. There was a shooting, I'll mention that. Hey, give thanks. At Cabo, and welcome to the Midweek Recharge with Iya Funlayo and Iyalode Yeyefini Efunbolade. Hey, Adupe, we give thanks to Ogun Arere, the one who clears the path, the one who opens the roads, the one who moves all obstacles out of our way, the one who is that fierce heartbeat of courage pounding in our chest. We give thanks always to Ogun. We give thanks for the opening of the roads, the bringing of all the blessings. Araunsa, good to see you. Shanda, Tamara, give thanks. Suro, Angelica, all of you joining us. Joy, Bilma, blessings, and more blessings. We give thanks. We are so blessed to be together as always to give thanks, honor, and praise to Olodumare, to the ancestors, and to all of our divine beings, all of our Orisha. We know that we are still in the midst of this situation we are facing with the coronavirus. Things are getting a little bit better, but of course, as some problems get resolved, other problems come up, and this is some of the issue when you go through the path and you're in a place where you've never been before, and things are happening that have never happened before in this way, right? The courage to just move forward, even in the face of all adversity, is so important. And that is why we call on Ogun. We give thanks. We call on Ogun. We call on Ogun. We call on Ogun to bring justice. Thank you so much, Shanda. We call on Ogun to bring justice. We've heard about the violence that's taken place yesterday. Some of our Asian sisters were killed at a massage parlor in Atlanta. There has been a lot of anti-Asian sentiment and violence happening, and we definitely stand in solidarity with our brothers and sisters, and we, condemn any of that. We know that is not, when we talk about Ogun's power and energy, that is not what that is about. It's for bringing justice, not for senseless violence. And so we just lift up all of the families of those who have been lost to any type of violence. We know that we have way too much violence, and the misuse of Ogun's power and energy in our society. We have the misuse when Ogun is about justice. Ogun is about forging those paths to the good things. Ogun is about bringing the Ire. Ogun is about opening our hearts and bringing us the courage to persevere. That is what the power of Ogun is, but we see that it is so misused in our society, unfortunately, and violence runs rampant on different levels. And so we call on Ogun to protect us. We call on Ogun to bring justice. We call on Ogun for the righteous fight, for the righteous fight, for the righteousness. We call on Ogun to just clear away the injustice, to clear away the misuse of his power. We call on Oshosi to direct Ogun's power properly and to help us to use Ogun's power in the best way that we are able to. And Oriki of Ogun, I'm reading from Adura Orisha by our Baba John Mason, one of our beloved Orisha scholars. Ogun kabun kabun, Ogun deyi, Ogun walona. Ogun bobogu isa, emi fumi omi tuto anatutu. Ogun she iberiki, mpente wure Ogun, asasana. Ogun reaps and gives. Ogun crowned this one. Ogun came to own the roads. Ogun came to nourish and ascend to honors. Wanderers noisily swallow the water and spit out sad yesterdays. Swallow the water and spit out sad yesterdays. Right? The courage to move forward is forged in the ability to spit out our sad yesterdays, no matter what happened yesterday, right? No matter the pain, no matter what has happened, to be able to spit it out and to be able to move forward. Right, that is the energy of Ogun. Even in the face of adversity, we give thanks. Ogun is saluted. We call out and we praise the Awure soap that brings luck. We praise the medicines that bring luck. We call in all of the medicine to bring us goodness, to bring us Ire. We give thanks to Ogun. Ogun moye, ashe, Ogun ye, aere. We give thanks. We pray to be cleansed of our sad yesterdays. We pray for the water to cool us always as we get ready to call on the element of water. We know that once Ogun gets heated up, once the iron is red hot, it is then plunged into the cool waters to temper it. It's plunged into the cool waters to strengthen it. And so we call on all of the cool waters. We call on the temperance. We call on the strength of our Omitutu. We know that's what to she'll fellow way. Omilo alo. If we want to go and wash, oh, what is it, yeah? What's it we will use? Omi tutu, life-giving water. Bathe. Drink in the water. Spit out the sad yesterdays. If you want to cook soup to nourish your body, what is it, Yao, that you will use? Omi tutu. So we salute the water. We salute the water that cleanses us. We salute the water that nourishes us. We salute the water that strengthens us. We salute the water. Omi tutu, ashe tutu, ana tutu, ile tutu, tutu laroye tutu bobo egun tutu bobo risha tutu emil tutu bobo wa tutu 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 orio. We know what Ifa says, that if you want a house, ha, you gotta ask your Ori. If you want a spouse, ha, you gotta ask your Ori. If you need that money, you have to ask your Ori, because it is only through Ori that all of our blessings can flow, no matter what. No Orisha, no ancestor, nobody can bless us without the sanctioning of our own heads. And so we call on our own heads always to be cool, to be calm, to be faithful, to be sure, to keep us in the right place at the right time, to keep us moving ever towards our destiny, ever away from danger, ever away from the sad yesterdays. Mojuba o, Mojuba Olodumare. Aba aterere ye. Mojuba ti ojo, mojuba ti orun. Mojuba ile ogere afoko yere, mojuba rumila eleri dun. Mojuba ibarumole ojukotu, mojuba ibarumole ojukosi. Mojuba okanle ni irumole. Mojuba akoda, mojuba asheda, mojuba rebelutife, mojuba woni afinjueye. Mojuba egungu ile. We call on all of our high and exalted ancestors. Call your ancestors. Egungu bawashe. Egungu bawashe. Iba egungu mokbe egungu bawashe. We give thanks and praise to each and every lineage represented here by each and every one. We know that it is our mothers and our fathers that are our Isheshe, the originators and keepers of our tradition. And it is our Isheshe to whom we pay homage first and foremost always. Mojuba Ori, Mojuba Baba, Mojuba Yeye, Mojuba Wanala Seku, Mojuba Bobo Bobo Risha, Mojuba Teshwadara Nikan Lo Soro, Mojuba Baba Miobata La Epa, Baba Rubo Epa, Risha Pomole, Baba Mi, Mojuba Shunye Yo, Mojuba Shango Kabu Kabi, Mojuba Ogun Momari Wo, Ogun Bemi, Obio She, Beni Akoko, Mojuba Shosio, De Mata, Mojuba Mobeji, Mojuba Egbe, Mojuba Bobo Bobo Risha Yansa, Moja Omio Loku Molagba. Giving thanks to each and every Orisha. We give thanks and praise. Kinka Mashe, we know means may no harm, hurt, or danger come. So we say Kinka Mashe and the names of anyone who we want to bring into the sacred circle of protection right now. Kinka Mashe, Iyalode Yeyefini, Kinka Mashe, and me, Kinka Mashe, Bobo Antiani Fefun. Kinka Mashe, just a few of you who are with us right now. Ivana, Karen, Ayana, Shalia, Ravel, give thanks. Kinka Mashe, Arid, Milan, Nandi, Shar, Jessica, Dwania, give thanks. We say Kosi Iku, Kosi Arun, Kosi Epe, Kosi Ofo, Kosi Olopa, Kosi Idina, Kosi Wahala, Rara. May there be no harm, hurt, or danger, no problems whatsoever to anyone listening to the sounds of our voice. We call in Orire, we call in Ilera, we call in Alafia. We say Funwani Ire Owo, Funwani Ire Omo, Funwani Ire Aiku, Adupe o, Adupe. So Ibaeshu, Adupe. Give thanks, yes. Give thanks for the ability to call on our divine in prayer. Give thanks for the medicine. Give thanks for the protection. Give thanks for the ancestral recipes that help us to stay strong, that help us to stay protected. Again, even in the face of adversity, we are so grateful to our ancestors, and we are so grateful always for the presence of our Iyalode Yeyefini who comes to bring us medicine. She says she got something different for us today. She has some of Ogun's Ogun. So you know Yoruba is tonal. So the divinity is Ogun. And then the same word, different tone, Ogun, means medicine. So, yeah, what do you have for us today?
I'm bringing Ogun.
Ogun. You're bringing Ogun.
Today.
Ashe.
Because I was trying to think of a story that would be apropos. And with what you just shared was enough. You know, it's just enough for us to recognize and understand that, you know, we always have choice as human beings. We have choice. And the choice that we make, you know, is to either to follow our divine ori, our heads, or to just follow our impulse and spit out bitterness.
Not sure.
And so this is, I just felt like it would be, instead of giving a song in terms of Ogun, but we'll do another chant too. But to Ogun, I just wanted to give you all some Ogun.
Ogun, medicine.
Some medicine. So, get your pen and paper.
Get ready. You're going to have to play this one back.
Yes. So, some of the things that you could do for Ogun during this time, for the energy of Ogun, is for those of you who have the shrine of Ogun, the altar of Ogun. Remember, Ogun traditionally would be at the blacksmith's forge. That's where the shrine is. So the layperson, we would put Ogun where we have all of our tools, where we have our guns, where we have our knives. You come there once a month and you salute Ogun and you say, may this knife not cut me. May the shooting of this gun, may it be to protect me or to make food for my family. And so that's why we are. And the shovel, when I dig into the earth to Onile, may Onile and Ogun be one accord. The marriage between them will bring up dirt and we'll be able to farm. So it's such an important energy. And sometimes we forget that Ogun in the morning, that's the first Orisha that we salute. Aside from our Ori, the first thing that most of us do is we get in our cars. Or we get a knife to cut a piece of bread or to slice an apple. Whatever that we always, and sometimes we forget that Ogun is so important for us. And he is the middle of the earth. He is that iron core that is liquid until it comes in contact with oxygen and then it gets hard. So we can all, you know, understand that we are fluid. We can move with the sweetness of life. But sometimes when we get into air or the other combinations, we go, you know, into a space of feeling that we have to be, you know, aggressive and we got to be at war. So this is a good time in preparation for the Ogun cycle next month, because we're still in Oshun. Oshun is saying, let's do some self-inquiry and some love. Self-inquiry and love. So I just wanted to share with you some of the things that you can do to just harness the power of Ogun and not feel that you have to go rampant and go out there and jack up anybody. Ogun will protect you and protect your heart. Ogun governs the heart. Ogun will protect your heart so that when you feel like rising up and fighting, leave it to him. Give it to him. So here we go. Some of the things that you can do with Ogun. I shared this once before, but I know we have a lot of new people. For those of you who have shrines of Ogun, clean Ogun off. Take a knife. Scrape off all of the old prayers that you made, because that's really prayers with the palm oil and the honey and all the stuff. Those are prayers that's in there. That's magic. You scrape it. Scrape it clean. Don't wash them. Scrape all of that stuff that looks like just rust and gook. Take that. Keep that in a place where when you're feeling down or you're feeling uninspired or you feel lazy, you take that and you put it in your bath water and you make a prayer so Ogun will rise that power again in you. And you bathe and you have so much energy. It's very good. Like if you're starting out new projects, take some of that bath so it can give you the energy to fire up and to start that thing up and keep that going. There's another thing that you can do. Of course, after you finish that, you want to oil him down. Oil him down with some palm oil. Thank him for the ease that he made you, all of the things that you have in your life. And the palm oil is to cool him and to make him soft again so that you can go back to him and he will hear you. So when you clean that off, you're blessing yourself, but you're also blessing him in that you're giving him an opportunity for him to be like a car, to move again. It's fluid. The oil will help him to move. So that's a very, very good Next one that you can do, for those who do not have a shrine of Ogun, you get yourself a cigar. For me, I was, told years ago that the reason that we use cigars is when we use cigars is that we don't have a cigar in Africa. What we do to cigar is we are invoking the first ancestors of this land that we find ourselves on, and they use tobacco. So you want to smoke a cigar in respect of them, but also to cleanse for yourself the smoke, because it changes the molecular energy that you have around you. So you're invoking. You always have to invoke those whose land you're standing on.
Yes.
And so when you use the cigar, if you don't have a shrine to Ogun, you find yourself, you go into the woods. You say, Ogun, Alakaye Ogun, Bamke, I'm coming in to visit you, to worship you, to honor me. That thing works more than if you go give him 10 chickens and a pig, because he knows the intention is that you're going to him in his purest essence, which is that place in the woods where it's still salvaje, wild, right? That you can walk in and you can create from nothing.
Yes.
So you want to go in there and you say, Ogun, I'm coming to see you. I'm coming in the woods. And you say, I ask your permission to bless me and manifest yourself to me. Ask him to manifest himself to you. Don't just walk in and, yo, I'm going to see Ogun. No. Manifest yourself to me in your presence. You find yourself, and you're going to find an energy, and all of a sudden you will feel that presence in you. That first you feel calm, and then you feel fired up, that you might be jumpy, and you just walk, and you just find yourself, you will find a stump or a tree or a rock or somewhere that you can sit. And you sit there with your bottle of rum and your cigar, and you set your intentions. Remember, this is not witchcraft. This is medicine to help you. You're not going out there and telling him to jump on your cousin's, nephew's, brother's, sister's friend. This is about you realigning yourself, with your empowerment, your potentiality to create from even a bad situation. You can create something beautiful and find the beauty in it and the gift.
Yes.
And you start chanting Ogun. You call him. You call him, you call him, you call him on that rock and that stone, and you just call him, and you will feel that energy. I'm telling you, it is powerful. And you feel that energy, and that's when you start telling him exactly why you came. And before you leave, remember, you always thank him. For it's already done. That it's already done. Another ritual that you can do for Ogun, if you find yourself in some kind of entanglement where you don't know how you got there, sometimes it's by our own hand. In a situation like what had happened was, you can, if you're a priest and you have the right to do sacrifices, you can take a pigeon and you clean yourself off. 2 of them you clean yourself off. 1 of them you're going to release to Ogun, and the next one you're going to offer it to Ogun. Very, very, very good, especially when you're in a place where you feel tied up, that you can't, and you want to be free. So what you're doing, you're making the sacrifice of freedom and release, and then you're giving him the energy to direct wherever that pigeon is going. Very, very powerful. Don't try it if you're not a priest. I know of a case that I marked an ebon for a lady, and it was supposed to be 2 pigeons to Ogun. She did not understand, and she did it in her bathtub.
Oh Lord, please don't.
So do not do that.
Hey, listen
to herself. She said, "Well, you said you were." So please, y'all had a good class the other day on what it is that you do when you're a priest, and some of the things you can practice and some you don't. So this is just for those who in that moment would say, "Oh my God, yeah, I can do that." No, because to make sacrifice, there's initiation that has to go, and there is compromise and promises that are made to Ogun, because when you take life, it has to be in ritual form. It's not a killing. It's in ritual form, and to do that without having the license and the proper training and license, what you're doing is you're opening up yourself into a place where the call and response, the response may be you. When you call Ogun and say, "Oh, I'm bringing you this," when you're a priest and you call Ogun and you make sacrifice, you know the rituals to say when you're doing it, that Ogun, I'm not doing this, is Ogun. Ogun is the only one that has the right, the license to take life. So there's a prayer that we say as priests before we take any life, because when you come back, you have to let life know, I didn't do this. I'm doing this in the name of Ogun. because there's responsibility with everything that we do, you know. So it's so important for us, because sometimes we can Google and it takes this and you feel, you know, and that's why I guess why my spirit said about that case where the lady did it in her bathtub to herself. Please, another ritual that you can do for Ogun, which is very, very, very powerful, is to clean your feet. Even though Ogun, I mean Elegba governs your feet, that's one of the most important points of delivery of Orisha, is your head, your stomach, and your feet. And your feet, you have to do your Ase, because what you're doing is you are telling Ogun that every step that I take, I'm grounding myself on your shrine. Because remember, Ogun owns this earth. He is that liquid in the middle of us that gives us the magnetic pull, that we don't float off someplace anywhere into the universe.
Gravity.
Yes, the
Talk
gravity.
science. Come on.
It's Ogun.
This is science.
So when you're standing on him every day, when we get up and we say, oh, I keep my Ori and my essay, we do all our little nice things and all of that, Ogun is like, really?
He's like, if it wasn't for me,
you'd
be
floating
somewhere.
in space. You'd be Jupiter someplace, running into Pluto, trying to figure out why your hair is fried. So it's very, very important for us to, every day we have to key Ogun. Every day. We open up the faucet. Where's the water coming from? We're not dipping in the river. We're opening up the faucet. That's Ogun.
Pipes.
Right? That's Ogun. We're getting in our cars. You know, and the last one is please feed your cars. Feed your car.
Me too.
Your car is a shrine. It is an altar. When you get in there, you are at the mercy of the alignment that you have with Ogun. Because you could be the sacrifice. And
go see.
And he's like, okay, you made sacrifice to me, so I spare you, and I will guide you, and I will help you. Very important. The way to feed your car, some of you know already, but I'm just reiterating. And Ogun's period is coming up next month, and it's very important for us to be aware, because each season we have this. You know, the spring is coming, Oshun is here, and then Ogun takes over. Very important. The way that you're going to do it, you pour your little libation, whatever prayer it is that you know that you've learned from AseIre.com. There you go. And you get your prayer, and you pour your prayer to your car. Your car is a shrine. It is an altar. So you got to keep it clean. Hello, in the inside.
Wait now. Now you getting you are getting too personal now.
Ogun
You are getting too personal now.
Keep it clean. Keep it clean. Just drive through when you go to get your car. Gas up, get the thing and suck it out. Clean out the inside, because they say whatever the inside of your car looks like, that's your life. So clean it out.
That vacuum only costs like 50 cents, y'all.
That's right. So just suck it out. Okay. That's like you dressed up in African clothes and you have not done a fast or a cleanse, and you just eating stuff that it ain't good for you, and then you're like, oh, I'm the word of God.
Wait a minute.
Okay. So let's come back. So what you're going to do is you pour your little libation and you thank Ogun, you know, and then you're going to then go and take some water, and you're going to put on the bumper, the back bumper, the front bumper, and each one of the the hubcaps.
Yeah.
The hubcaps, you put that on there, and you put your water. Then you're going to put rum or liquor. If you live in North Carolina, you use corn liquor.
Corn liquor, that moonshine, baby.
And then you use that, or gin, anything that is alcohol. You're going to put that on each one. Erise? Erise. You blow it on there, on each one of the positions. Then you come back with and you're saying, please open a road that my car will go well. Whatever you call your car, Mary Sue, whatever, but it's a car. Right. And you blow that on there. Then you're going to come with your oil and say, let the machinery roll well. Let all of the pistons and all of that stuff just go well. You're going to put some on it, and you're thanking for that. Then you come with honey.
Yes.
Say, may all my rides be sweet.
May it be
sweet. May it be sweet. May I attract people, you know, to my life that are sweet, like the bees to honey. And you make your little prayer, and then that's the end of that. If you want to get really sophisticated, you get yourself a piece of meat.
Ooh.
And you clean it off before you put the rum and stuff. But if you just want to go, you know, because your neighbors might see you out there with a piece of rum, with a piece of beef, then. But if the raw meat, very, very good. And you clean yourself in the car, do both of the bumpers and all four, and then you take that meat and you throw it so that some dog or something will eat it. And that one is so good.
So
You
powerful.
you should do that at least twice a year, if not more often, to make sure that Ogun and you are riding.
That's right. That's why when we pray, when we do the Omi Tutu, notice as I've explained before, we do Omi Tutu, Ashe Tutu, Ona Tutu, the road. Because most of us spend, well, not right now with, what's going on, but in general, most of us spend a lot of time on the road, outside the house. And it's dangerous. We never know what's going to happen. And so we always call on that protection.
Ashe.
Y'all, you got us amped up. Y'all gonna have to replay this one and get all that juju, get all that medicine. Bless your car. Pour that Omi Tutu. Pray over it. Pray it only takes you to good places. Ashe. All right. Pray only good things happen in the places that you go in your car. Yes, so. So we fired up. We fired up with Ogun. And we know that we have to just bring our Ori to a calm and beautiful place as we integrate all this energy, Obatala and Ogun, with Ogun being that metal core of the earth, the iron core, and Obatala being the terra, right? That is everything is formed from. And so we're gonna call on Obatala today with our chant. So we just invite you to take a few deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Again. And once more. Epa Orisha.
Epa Orisha, Orisha, Epa.
Epa Orisha.
Epa Orisha. Obatala, Obatasi. This is a chant that says, everything that Obatala tells me, I hear and I listen. And I'm obedient. Obatala. We're obedient to our heart to know that we have the opportunity to be calm. Obatala, Obatasi, Obatayano. Epa Orisha.
Orisha, Epa. Epa.
Epa, epa, baba, epa, oh, epa, epa, baba, epa, oh, batala, epa, kiyim, baba, epa, oh, epa, epa, baba, epa, oh. Mogbo unto poemi wasodomi, mogbo unto poemi wasodomi, oh, batala to poemi wasodomi, oh. Orisha ńlá tó pé mi wá sọ́dọ̀ mi, mo gbóhùn kí ó pé mi wá sọ́dọ̀ mi, Ọbàtálá tó pé mi wá sọ́dọ̀ mi, mo gbóhùn kí ó pé mi wá sọ́dọ̀ mi o, Orisha ńlá tó pé mi wá sọ́dọ̀ mi, mo gbóhùn kí ó pé mi wá sọ́dọ̀ mi, Ọbàtálá tó pé mi wá sọ́dọ̀ mi, mo gbóhùn kí ó pé mi wá sọ́dọ̀ mi, Ọbàtálá tó pé mi wá sọ́dọ̀ mi, gbogbo ohun tí ó pé mi wá sọ́dọ̀ mi, Ọbàtálá tó pé mi wá sọ́dọ̀ mi, Ọbàtálá tó pé mi wá sọ́dọ̀ mi o, Òrìṣà ńlá tó pé mi wá sọ́dọ̀ mi, gbogbo ohun tí ó pé mi wá sọ́dọ̀ mi, Ọbàtálá tó pé mi wá sọ́dọ̀ mi, Òrìṣà ńlá tó pé mi wá sọ́dọ̀ mi o, aláṣọ funfun àpé mi wá sọ́dọ̀ mi, gbogbo ohun tí ó pé mi wá sọ́dọ̀ mi o, Òrìṣà ńlá tó pé mi wá sọ́dọ̀ mi, Ọbàtálá pé yóò epa òrìṣà, Ọbàtálá dẹ́mọ̀ o, epa la bàbá mi Ọbàtálá, lọ ní àwọ̀ àgbẹ̀ kí ni ẹ wá sọ fún wa bàbá gbogbo ohun kí ó pé mi bàbá, àkíyò àfọ̀rẹ́balẹ̀ síwájú yín bàbá mi o, àdúpẹ́ bàbá mi Ọbàtálá fún àṣọrẹ́, àdúpẹ́ bàbá fún sùúrù o, mo gbọ́ ohun kí ó pé mi bàbá mi Ọbàtálá, àpèyọ bàbá ire fún wa, ire fún wa nílé tiwa, ire fún wa nílé tiwa, ire fún wa ilé iṣẹ́ tiwa. ti bàbá pẹ̀lú bàbá mi ò bá ṣàlà pẹ̀lú ìyè fún wa àlàáfíà fún wa agbára fún wa ìmọ̀ fún wa bàbá mi ò bá ṣàlà pẹ̀lú mo gbóhùn kí ó pẹ́ mi wá sọ́dọ̀ mi bàbá mo gbóhùn kí ó pẹ́ mi àwàgbọ̀ ẹ̀pà òrìṣà ńlá ẹ̀pà bàbá mi ò bá ṣàlà ẹ̀pà bàbá mi ò bá ṣàlà ẹ̀pà bàbá mi ò bá ṣàlà ẹ̀pà òrìṣà ẹ̀pà òrìṣà ẹ̀pà òrìṣà ẹ̀pà òrìṣà ẹ̀pà bàbá ẹ̀kárò ẹ̀pà bàtàlà ẹ̀kárò bàbá ẹ̀pà òrìṣà ẹ̀pà bàbá mi ò bá ṣàlà òrìṣà ẹ̀pà àdúpẹ́. Oh bàbá mi ò bá ṣàlà. May your energy of peace and love, reach each and every one of us.
Ashe.
We put the mantle of white cloth, pure undyed cloth to each and every one of us. That our oris are cool. We bless the families that experienced that challenge yesterday and the tragedy. We just spread a blanket of understanding, of peace, of protection, for that entire community, for that neighborhood, for that state, for this country, for this world, Baba Mio Batala, for this hemisphere. We just send you, Baba Mio Batala. We just thank you and bless you, Baba, for remembering us that when we swallow the water, that we spit out peace, brotherhood, sisterhood. Asheo, we are all your children. Ashe Mobo, Kini Opoemi, Baba Mio Batala. Ashe,
Adúpẹ́ ìyá wa o. Adúpẹ́. Let us take 3 more nice deep cleansing breaths in through our noses and out through our mouths, beginning with 1. 2. And 3. Yes. We integrate every bit of Obatala's peace. We call on the calmness. We call on the direction. We call on the grace. We call on the understanding. We call on the healing. We call on the justice. We call on peace. We call on clarity. We give thanks and praise always. As always, if you have been blessed today and feel it in your heart to pour out a blessing on this ministry, we invite you to do so at $Iya Yeyefini or $Iya Funlayo, Yeyefini at bellsouth.net, or go on to AseIre.com and click the donate button there. We are grateful always, and we pray that each and every dollar, each and every cent multiplies as one of your tools to do your good in the world. Remember, if you miss Second Sundays, please go on back and watch about money, what money really signifies and what it's about, and why we exchange and store our energy in that way. We give thanks, we give praise. In addition to the wonderful medicine that Iya shared today, we invite you to come on over to AseIre.com and to Yeyefini.com and to get you some more medicine.
Yes.
Get you some more medicine to use every day. Iya, what's happening over at Yeyefini.com right now?
Oh, well, you know, what's happening at Yeyefini is, of course, our IIASK Friends of the Institute. We have this week, it's third Thursday. For those of you who are members, you're going to have the blessing and the honor of having our illustrious
Me?
Yes.
Oh!
Yes.
I'm
it's
excited.
Going to be our guest speaker for the Obi Colonut Divination Part 2. So you want to
Ashe.
join that. That's going to be spectacular.
I do well.
She's bringing all of her little goodness and her wisdom to
Ashe.
our class.
I do
And
well.
then next month we're then getting into shrines and that. But go on to ORE, IIASK, the Friends of the Institute, and you can sign up for that. This is the spring is coming. This Happy New Year, everyone.
Yes, so.
And so as you prepare for New Year, this is a good time for you to look into getting a roots reading.
Yes.
To find out the foundation for this new year, how you're going to move forward. And very important, relationships. I did a relationship reading this morning. And yes, this is a good time to get relationships, to see where the relationship, and this is friendship, love, romantic friendship, meaning two people coming together. You bringing your background, I'm bringing mine. We're trying to create a new reality. This is a good time in moving forward for you to do it during this Oshun cycle and the roots readings. I encourage you to go to yeyefini.com, make your appointment, and then find out a little more about the, who your families, what your family's totem is, and what is their colors, and some of the things. People come back and tell me years later, and you said that I had. I'm like, I don't remember. And it happened, and it came through in my ancestors. So it's about tapping into to your ancestors. So roots readings is a little different from the regular readings because I go into trance and then we are able to visit
Bring
your
it all
ancestors
out.
in that.
Ashe.
So thank you. That's what's happening in yeyefini.com.
I do well.
So thank you for coming to our class tonight.
Oh, I'm excited. So if you're not a friend of Iyalode's Institute, you head on to yeyefini.com. Join, of course, AseIre.com. Come on over. Get the ebook. Learn this prayer we say together each week. It's for you to say too, not just for us. Come on and learn it. Come on and register for Communiversity. Yes! We're kicking back off again on April 5th. We have Yoruba Language Level 1. We have Tarot 101. And our featured class, the African Spirit of Black Literature, with none other than the funky, fly, and fresh Mama Dr. Coco Zalditu Selassie. She is everything. If you have not experienced her, you need to come on over to AseIre.com, click Communiversity, and you can see everything that we have on offer. Of course, we are also super excited to welcome you into the cafe. Yes. In just 10 minutes, the cafe will be getting kicked off, so come on over, bring your lunch, bring your coffee, turn us on, work together. We know that it has been challenging for many of us, feeling isolated, so come and hang out with the family. Low pressure, we just listen to music and we feel each other's energy and vibe. We give thanks for all of you who join us. Donna, thank you so much. We are glad we give you life. You give us life. We're so grateful. Karen, Ife, Adesina, yes, can't wait for you to join us. Give thanks to all of you. We pray the best for you. Please use the medicine. Oh, we give it to you to use it. So please use it. Get your cigar. Give your offer. You know we use it. Ogun moye, Ogun ye, adupe, obatala epa. All of the medicine. We encourage you. We encourage you to just use it. Use it. Use it. Use it. We look forward to seeing you. Thank you, Rosalind, for that glowing review. We're thankful for you, too. We're thankful for every one of you. We give thanks, and as we close out, you know how we do. We say, Ashe, 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 Ire on the right now, Ashe on the left now, Ashe, top and bottom, Ashe, Ashe, Ire. All right now, hey. Love y'all, see you soon, Odabo.